bronze at London 2012, Liam Heath in the K2 200. What was it like for you then to do that in your home country in front of a home crowd?
Yeah, it's always a great feeling. For us to do that in London 2012 was immense. One of the few times we've competed in front of that many of our friends and family. Having a lot of people that didn't often watch sprint kayak, it was amazing. So these Polish boys are going to be really enjoying their afternoon today, and really impressive for them to put on that performance despite the home pressure as well.
Well, next up we have your former event, the final of the men's K2 200 metres. Next up, and Johnny, things have kind of moved on a little bit since you were racing in Rio in 2016. Some of the old guard have moved on to different events, or some retired, and some newer faces here racing in the final today.
Yes, absolutely. With it not being in the Olympic program for Tokyo means the top handlers, they've gone into some of the events that are going to be in the Olympic program. So we've seen people moving into the K4 500 predominantly from this event, because that also requires speed and power, but with a touch extra endurance. But so we've got a nice field assembled here today. It's always good to watch K2 200. It's going to be the fastest of the 200-meter events. Expect some tight races across the board.
And we can kind of understand why the men's K2 200 metres has been removed from the Olympic programme to make way for women's canoe boat racing and to balance out the programme between the men's and the women's events. But for you, I can imagine that having won 2 Olympic medals in this event, the event that you obviously really loved, it perhaps tinged with a little bit of sadness that we won't see it again.
Yeah, I think it's a great event, and it's just a shame it's not in there.
So there we have in lane 2, Timo Hazeloy and Kostya Struński of Germany. Hazeloy finished 4th with Felix Koenig at the Duisburg World Cup last year. Gunning for the medals here though today in Poznan. In lane 5, that's Poland's David Puto, the former under-23 world silver medalist in this event, alongside Bartosz Grabowski, the reigning junior world champion and European champion in the K1 200. In lane 7, that's Ivan Lukyanov and Sergei Tokharnitsky of Kazakhstan. Lane 6, that's Filip Schwab and Andrzej Biszycki of the Czech Republic.
Yeah, but then we also have, obviously, in lane 4, some of my teammates, the Great Britain crew of Trevor Thompson and Stelian Naftanela. They've been pushing really, really hard for the Olympic distance events for the K4 500, but they're out here, a bit of a different event today. They've been training together for a few weeks, and I'd expect to see a really big performance from them.
I can imagine, having finished 4th at the World Cup in Szeged last year, they'll be really gunning for the medals.
Yeah, they'll be gunning for gold. It's going to be tough, but there's not that much of a form book for all these different crews in this event now, so you never quite know what's going to happen. Conditions have flattened out a bit, so it's not looking too bad. Let's hope for a good race.
Liczymy na Państwa doping tutaj, na torze regatowym Malta Poznaniu. Puchar Świata w kajakarstwie Poznań Malta 2015. Impreza by się nie odbyła, gdyby nie wsparcie finansowe Wydziału Sportu Urzędu Miasta Poznania.
Here we go, underway in the men's K2 200 metres. Lane 6, that's Schwab and Biszycki who get out the blocks quickly. Great Britain though going really, really well. What a big stroke rate from that Great Britain pairing. Can they get in the medals? It's Spain though, Sanchez and Boras who are also there. Schwab and Biszycki still in that gold medal position. 50 metres to go here in Poznan in the men's K2 200 metres. It's Czech Republic against Spain. Who will take that gold medal? Is it the Czech Republic or is it Spain? I think it's Spain who just crossed the line in first place. Really, really difficult to see where that gold medal went, but at the last moment, I think it was Sanchez and Boras of Spain who just moved through at the very last moment.
And that's why it's such a good race. It was fantastic to see. Very hard to call. It looks like the Spanish have been given the win. They're extremely happy with that. We'll have a look at the results now. Is it 32.863? Good performance in tough conditions there.
Yeah, I don't think Sanchez and Boras knew where they finished then. You can see when the results came up on the screen, the unofficial results popped up on the screen, that they celebrated that one. The Spanish girls there
have figured it out as well. They're coming over to say hi. Great performance, well from the experienced paddler from Czech Republic, Filip Svab there. He's been around for a long time, and back on the podium in K2 200. The British boys will be disappointed with that. I think they really missed the start there, so they'll be looking to rectify that next time.
You can see at the finish there, I think Schwab and Beschitsky, despite, like you say, Schwab's experience, it looks like they lunged too early. They lunged, and that is where the Spanish pairing came through.
Yeah, I think you're right there. This is a really hard course to really see the finish line on. I think sometimes it's best to not risk it so much and just paddle through the line, as we saw Liam kind of doing yesterday.
Is there much advantage to lunging if you do it at the right time?
Yeah, it can help. It can help. It can shave a few hundredths off your time, and they can make all the difference. Sometimes you only need a few thousandths to make a big difference. But you do it wrong, you can lose a lot more time. So you've got to decide how sure you are that you can execute that lunge in the best way possible.
Well, there we have the final results.